Hello Gemini and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Gemini. Let's see what we have for you for the week ahead. 19th to the 25th of May. Okay, your cards are falling out. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. This can be some alone time. Sometimes we need introspection, a little bit of peace and quiet to figure things out. We have valiant courage. Take action with passion. Expand your horizons. We have vast vistas. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Geminis? Thank you. 2323. You might be seeing that number. It might resonate for you. Repeating numbers can also be a sign from God, Spirit, the angels as well. So we have seeing this number may mean that you are facing a period in your life that feels fearful or uncertain. Do not shy away from facing these difficult situations because they will build the mental toughness and fortitude you will need to overcome even more. Yeah, I mean, I feel for some of you, you might be a little bit back and forth on a scenario here. Could be in your own energy or a situation that you're dealing with. See what we have. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. Message for Gemini for the week ahead. Overarching energy. Thank you for Gemini, angels, spirits, guides. To start the reading. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. Okay, two cards. 7 of Wands. The Moon. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords can be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female, or the energy of the card. Somebody in truth, clear thinking, decisive, reason, logic, fair, honourable. Male or female with the reading, with the card. We have the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration is at play. The Death card. We have the Knight of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers, which is actually the card of Gemini. It can represent two people who are powerfully connected to each other. But there's a decision to make. There's a crossroads here. It can be about the relationship itself or in another life area. You know, this can also be you connecting to your higher self, or those where there isn't a relationship at play. It feels here, Gemini, that you're uncertain whether it's worth fighting for something. It's kind of an energy with the 7 of Wands and the Moon. Is it worth it? You know, I'm uncertain if it's worth putting all this effort and time into this situation. It could be a business thing for some of you. Sometimes in business, we also kind of ask ourselves, is it worth it? Especially, for example, I mean, for some of you, it could be a business partnership as well with the Lovers here, but not limited to that. The 7 of Wands can be to do with, you know, when we feel we have to defend and protect what we feel is right, true. We have to defend our opinion. We have to defend, you know, and justify our actions. We constantly have to fight in a situation. It's tiring. It's tiring, and you might be thinking, you know what, I don't know whether this is worth it anymore. Is it worth persevering on this path? Is it worth putting up with this situation, or should I just end it, let it go? Because it's become too much of a thing in my life. I'm tired, I'm fed up. Things have become too burdensome. I'm constantly feeling like I'm constantly, battling or overcoming something, and it's tiring. The Death card is about out the old in with the new. It can be about bringing an end to a situation, letting it all go, because it's become too much. Too much effort, too much hard work. It might well be that if you're really trying to make something happen and it's kind of like pushing water up a hill, it's that kind of energy. I don't know if this is worth putting my time and energy into this. So again, this can also be that kind of flavor of the reading where you might be deciding, is it time to just let it all go and end it? So it could be your own business, could be a business partnership. I mean, you could see this also in terms of a relationship as well. Something's become too much and you're just thinking, you know what, is it time to let it all go? Because is it worth it to me? Is it worth the always having to overcome something? And I'm tired, I've had enough, just that kind of flavor. Because the Queen of Swords isn't afraid of cutting cords with things that don't serve our highest good. The Knight of Wands can be very positive in terms of a new opportunity coming in, or an opportunity to leave somewhere or depart somewhere or move away from something that doesn't serve you anymore. So it might well be for some of you here that they're in business. This can be about a new job, or deciding to take action and move in a specific direction to bring positive change. This is how I need to move forward. It might well be for some of you here, you're thinking this is the best way forward for me. So very positive in terms of opportunity, or understanding how to bring change to your situation through action. But it can be to do with a departure as well. I mean, if you're kind of thinking, it's time to just get a new job because this is too much. This can be the energy here, and it could well be. I mean, you just might be supported by a relationship. Again, it can be you connecting to your higher self, knowing what's best for you. There's a sense of healing and healthy energy with this as well, in the sense of understanding that it's time to cultivate a brand new path in money, career, business. And for some of you, again, it could just affect you. You're making some clear decision and choice to embrace change. Spirit help open a new path for you. This can be that kind of energy. For others of you, in terms of a relationship, there could be a feeling here, Gemini, that something has become too much and you might just want to let it go. Sometimes the Knight of Wands is a player. And I think that you're making some kind of decision here this week in terms of what's right for you, either way, whether it's business, whether it's a relationship. It's the same kind of energy, because I think something has become too draining. Sometimes we're messed around with the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who likely is not as committed, maybe as other kind of air knights are, not as invested. I mean, they go and do what they want to do with the Knight of Wands, male or female. So can sometimes be a player, someone who's unreliable, someone who goes and does what they want to do. And you might be looking for more. So this is that kind of energy where you're just thinking, I don't know if I need this kind of, drama or challenge in my life. It's just become too tiring. There's always something to overcome. So the Wheel of Fortune is a choice. The relationship is at some kind of crossroads, or it can be a partnership of other kinds, where you kind of decide, do I kind of stay with this person, or do I embrace complete change and cultivate a new path? It could well be that you're kind of being very clear what you're looking for in terms of a relationship, and saying, listen, either we kind of decide to move forward in some way, or, on something solid and stable, or you're embracing change. For others of you, It could well be to do with a job, getting a job, or cultivating something new here, Gemini, where, again, it's either about some kind of business partnership. Could be you connecting to your higher self to say, you know what, this kind of situation is becoming too much for me, and I'm just going to say out with the old, in with the new, and get some kind of new opportunity. Spirit's helping bring that in either way. I feel Spirit's helping open up a brand new path for you. Sometimes we also are asked, do you want to stay on this cycle? Do you want to stay on this path? Or do you want to embrace a different kind of path? That transmutual energy of endings and beginnings with the Wheel of Fortune. So you might feel, if you feel that you're going around in circles with somebody, you've been tested one too many times, you're always having to overcome something and it's tiring. You can see that in terms of a business thing as well. Spirit's saying, is it time to cultivate a brand new path for yourself and embrace change? You're going to have this is that kind of energy. We're sometimes back and forth on a situation. The cards that have come out, sometimes don't be afraid to go it alone or act independently, or, give yourself a little bit of thinking time alone, away from the influence of this situation. Valiant courage, take action with passion when you're clear how you want to move forward. It's interesting, we do have expand your horizons, because it feels like something is going round and round in circles, but there is an opportunity to cultivate the new. It could well be a player is kind of saying, oh, can we just start over? Can we just give things one more chance kind of energy? You have to decide in your truth whether this is for you or not. For others of you, again, it could well be whether a partnership is working or do I go and get a job. Could also be an opportunity to join a partnership as well. An exciting opportunity to do just that. If, again, your current workplace is becoming too difficult or hard in a situation, this could well be an opportune moment where you have an opportunity to take action to cultivate the new. This is that kind of energy here. Sometimes we're just a little bit back and forth on a situation, or have been. But I think that something is being brought into focus this week, Gemini, to allow you to decide, in truth, how do you want to move forward, and being true to you, what's the best possible decision for you? Because Spirit's helping open up a brand new path for you here. But you have to decide, I feel, with this kind of energy, in terms of whether you want to stay on this kind of current cycle that you're on, or is it time to kind of let go of a situation that's become too burdensome and too tiring and too taxing, and embrace change? This is that kind of energy. This could also be in relationships. It could also be someone coming back into your life and saying, can we let go of what happened before and start anew? So again, that could well be in the relationship area as well. But I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of questioning, is it time to expand my horizons, move beyond this current situation and embrace change? Because Spirit is kind of telling you that is available to you here. Free will, but when we have the Lovers, whether it's you connecting to your higher self, or whether it's you and, in a relationship or partnership of any kind, there is a kind of us connecting to our higher self to make the right choice for us as well with this kind of energy. Healthy choices, healthy decisions, and in truth and authenticity. Let's pull one more card. What do we have for Gemini? Let's just do a quick shuffle. Change is available to you, I feel, this week. Could be business, can be relationship, but change is available to you. Could be one affects the other as well. Sometimes we're supported in making decisions. What do we have for Gemini? Any other message for Gemini? Thank you. Angel spirits, guides for this reading. We have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups are be open to looking at new possibilities. Okay, so this is about expanding your horizons. Can be about turning your back on a situation that might no longer serve you and be open to broadening your horizons in some way. There are, it feels like for a lot of you, being open to new possibilities and expanding your horizons is kind of what Spirit is saying. Knight of Pentacles could be a job, like I said, for some of you, it could be a job, a business opportunity for some of you, and being open to take that. For others of you, it can be that there are possibilities of real commitment and something more solid and stable to be manifested in terms of relationships, which likely is probably what you don't have with the Knight of Wands. I mean, free will here, Gemini. I mean, cards come out for a reason, but ultimately we make our own decision. Your intuition is going to be bang on. We know when we go against our intuition, it just feels wrong. Sometimes we just have to surrender and trust why we feel uncertain, why we feel that something is not quite right, you know, why we feel a level of, I don't know about this, I don't know whether this is for me anymore, you know, and there is that kind of doubt factor. We have feelings in this situation, and I think that you're being told to trust and understand why. But so many energies of expand your horizons here, because, you know, with the Three of Wands, there are positive things coming our way with the Three of Wands. We feel that sense of new positivity and optimism, good things coming our way on the path that we're on. And similarly, you can feel that in terms of love, romance, and relationships. You can feel that in terms of, you know, money, career, and finances. But sometimes we have to kind of turn our back on a situation in order to kind of embrace that. Free will. And like I said, this can be about a relationship or partnership or something that affects that. Peacock, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Gemini, that's what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed your reading, found it helpful, useful. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.